headlines of this bulletin. Cần Thơ University secured its first team prize at the 24th National Student Physics Olympiad 2022. The contest of Giai Điệu Tuổi Hồng, or Melody of the Youth 2022, opened with lots of participation from schools of all levels in Cần Thơ City. Cần Thơ City Sub-Department of Fishery Resources released fish to regenerate fishery resources at Ninh Kiều Tourist Wharf. Hello and welcome to another edition of Cần Thơ News, the English news program of Cần Thơ radio and television station, and I'm back with the latest updates. On the morning of November 8, Cần Thơ City Public Security coordinated with Cần Thơ City's Association of the Elderly to organize the conference that honors the typical senior citizens in the movement of the entire people protect national security in the 2021-2026 phase. Cần Thơ City now has more than 122,000 senior citizens, 90% of which are members of the associations of the elderly of all levels. In the past 5 years, the associations of senior citizens of all levels have been coordinating with the public security forces to implement the national target programs for crime prevention and control, in association with building a civilized lifestyle in residential areas with many practical models. During this phase, the Association of the Elderly has contributed to building many three-nose communes, wards and towns, cultured hamlets, wards, communes and towns. 40 crime prevention clubs and 80 law clubs were also developed, thereby contributing to lowering crime rates and safeguarding political security and social order in the area. At the 24th National Student Physics Olympiad 2022, Cần Thơ University secured its first team prize. This is the only and highest achievement of Cần Thơ University at this competition until now. The 24th National Student Physics Olympiad 2022 took place from October 26 to 29 at Phanica University in Hanoi. The competition attracted 81 lecturers and 220 students from 36 universities and institutions across Vietnam. The team of Cần Thơ University consists of 2 lecturers and 4 students. Through the competition, lecturers and students of Cần Thơ University have the chance to promote their talent and strengths in an academic playground and reaffirm the university's reputation at National Student Olympiads. The competition encourages students who love physics to have the opportunity to interact, exchange, and share their passions for learning and researching the subject, and is a chance for universities and colleges throughout the country in order to contribute to promoting and improving the quality of teaching and learning physics. The contest of Giai Điệu Tuổi Hồng, or Melody of the Youth 2022, has just opened with lots of participation from schools of all levels in Cần Thơ City. This event is held every 2 years. This year's contest attracts 39 delegations, including 9 education and training officers of the 9 districts and their 30 schools. Over 740 students of all levels contributed nearly 170 performances of all forms, with the theme of building a school culture, celebrating the nation and the homeland, the school, teachers, and friends, demonstrating the aspirations, affection, and responsibilities of the students. The performances of the 39 delegations are to take place at Châu Văn Liêm High School after the opening ceremony. The closing and award ceremony is scheduled for November 11th. Cần Thơ City People's Committee has just promulgated decision number 3745 on the plan for checking and simplifying internal administrative procedures in the national administrative system in the 2022-2025 phase in Cần Thơ City. Accordingly, the city strives to have 100% of its internal administrative procedures checked and announced for the first time before April 1st, 2023. Before January 1st, 2024, at least 50% of the internal administrative procedures must be checked and their simplification plan approved. 100% of the internal administrative procedures must be checked and have their simplification plan approved before January 1st, 2025, ensuring cutting at least 20% of administrative procedures and 20% of their obligation cost. By October 31st, 2022, the total disbursements of the public investment capital in Cần Thơ City has reached over 3.5 trillion Vietnam dong. In 2022, the total public investment capital of Cần Thơ City is over 7.6 trillion Vietnam dong. As of now, 3.5 trillion Vietnam dong, or over 46%, have been disbursed. In October alone, the disbursement rate doubled that of the previous year and increased 90% in percentage. However, regarding the departments and sectors that are in charge of 142 projects, funds from the two units have not been disbursed, and 10 investors have a current disbursement rate of under 20%. Positive transformation have been recorded for the investors of the districts as compared to 2021. As of now, many localities have a disbursement rate from 82% to 88% of the annual assigned plan. Cần Thơ City now has completed its investment capital plan for 2023. Accordingly, the total estimated public capital registered by investors is over 9,941 billion Vietnam dong. Capital sources will be considered to be allocated for public investment. Implementing the Social Economic Recovery and Development Program following Resolution number 11 of the government. To October 31st, the Bank for Social Policies of Cần Thơ City has made disbursements for the 4 preferential loan programs for 1,785 customers with a fund of 141 billion Vietnam dong. In the programs, 2,682 households were supported with 13 billion Vietnam dong in loans to create, maintain, and expand their career. 29 customers were provided with over 10 billion Vietnam dong in loans for social housing, and all the loans for student and educational institutions affected by the COVID-19 pandemic were provided. By the end of this year, the branch will disburse another 26.8 billion Vietnam dong for the construction and repair of housing and social housing for 149 customers. The Ministry of Transport recently promulgated a decision to additionally approve the plan for selecting the contractor for the Cần Thơ Hậu Giang component project under the Eastern North-South Expressway construction project in the 2021-2025 term. Accordingly, the component project of Cần Thơ Hậu Giang segment is divided into 3 packages. Notably, the construction package for the whole segment worth a total of 7,966 billion Vietnam dong. The contractor for this package is to be appointed with an implementation time of 1,020 days. The 2 remaining packages include the construction consultation supervision package worth 37 billion Vietnam dong, and the contractor being appointed, and the construction insurance package that will invite bids nationwide. The packages are to be implemented in the 4th quarter of 2022 with the state budget capital. On November 8 morning at Cần Thơ Tourist Wharf, Cần Thơ Sub-Department of Fishery Resources released fish to regenerate fishery resources. The staff of the Fishery Resources Sub-Department and the youth union members of the city released 500 kilograms of fish into many sections of the Cần Thơ River. Broodstocks are mainly freshwater species of high economic value. This is the 3rd fish releasing event of Cần Thơ City this year, with over 1 million fish released into the wild. This practical activity is maintained and expanded in scale by Cần Thơ City to help protect fishery resources and raise people awareness of the protection of fishery resources in the area. And now is the time for weather updates. Information on weather has also wrapped up today's edition of Cần Thơ News. Remember, you can watch our news program online at the website at kênthtv.vn. And I'll thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.